Hello my friends! Let's pick up the brush and let's begin. This time I'll show you how easy it is to paint a colorful portrait. Here I already have the sketch done, so I'm just going over it with a very thin brush. It doesn't matter very much what color we're starting with here, because most of it will be covered later on. It's just a reference that we're gonna use when we gonna do the next steps. Here I've chose red, but you can start with any other color that you want. Usually at this point I will stay away from black, and I will add black later on as a accent. Now that the sketch is done, I'm starting by using the brightest color, and that is, no doubt about it, yellow. As you can already see here, I already changed my brush because I like to apply big patches of color. And I'm applying yellow to the brightest area of the face, and that is the corners of the eyes, the corners of the brow, on the forehead, and here I'm applying a bigger area. I want it to be very bright. On the tip of the nose, and I go a little bit higher up on the corners of the mouth. And for the edges, I'm using light blue. If you don't have it already in your color kit, you can easily get light blue by mixing blue with white. And if you think it's a little bit too strong, you can put a little bit of green in it, and we will get a nicer blue. I'm applying blue to the areas that are naturally darker, and that are the edges of the face, the edges of the forehead, the edge of the nose, and also I will paint the inside of the eye since I have this color already prepared. For this, I switch the brush with the small one because I want to have more control where I'm applying the color. I put the same color inside the eye and around the eye. And I want to redefine this edge of the face. I want to give it a little bit of an uniform look. And now I move on to the next color, and that is purple. I didn't finish with the darker areas, so I will continue applying purple on the areas that are darker and they are receiving more shadow. A little shadow inside the eye area, around the nose, and a little bit on the face. Okay, moving on, the next color that I chose is pink. If you don't have this color already, you can get it very easily by mixing red and white. And if you want it to be closer to the flesh color, you can add a hint of yellow. So with this color, I am filling the areas that I left white. For the lips, I'm using a darker pink, so I added more red to the pink that I was using before, and I'm filling the lips area except the middle part, and for this I will use a brighter pink. I'm putting a little accent here on top, and a little accent on the bottom. And I'm blending around a little bit. After applying few accents with pink, I moved on with red. And here I have to be very careful not to apply too much or too little. So that's why I'm trying to identify those areas where I need to apply. A little bit on top of the eye. I'm filling the brows just a little with red. Later on I will come and I will put more. And here again around the eyes, I think it will look good with a little red. The final step for the face is black. Later on, when I will move on to the hair, I will apply some yellow highlights. But now I'm just focusing on the face. Even if this is the last step, this is the most important, because this is when our entire image comes together. Black will give unity and contrast to our image. So when we are using black, we have to pay a lot of attention where we apply it and how much we apply. Now, because my support is still wet, the black it's mixing to the color that was underneath a little bit. That's why I need to reapply it. Since I mentioned the support, this is an acrylic on paper painting, and of course if you're following my channel, you already know by now that all my paintings can be made on different kind of supports. You can use canvas or anything else, and you can also use oil, you can use acrylic, or you can use watercolor, whatever you prefer. For painting the eye, I played a little bit with grays, and for getting the gray, I mixed black and white. I have here a gradient of black, darker gray, lighter gray, and even white right here in the middle of the eye. You can leave it simple as we did it before, or you can work a little bit around to give the eye more depth. I'm moving on to the brows, and I'm filling it with black. I wanted to go and mimic the texture of the brows, but I say no, it's okay if I use just a solid black. With white, I'm applying highlights. And a little white on top of the brows, just like this. And now few lashes. That will give a little glamour to my portrait. Of course, they're gonna be shorter on the bottom and longer on top. Filling in the nostrils and the edge of the eye, the corner of the mouth and the inside of the mouth. Just short lines. And another row of lashes. Okay, the other brow. For the other eye, I will do the same steps that I did before. I will start with the middle of the eye, and then I'll go around the edges. I will contour here. I will fill only the top part with the black. Then this is the area where the lashes. I will fill it first, and I will add the lashes a little after that. I'm applying here a little gray, But when it comes to choosing the colors, and this applies mostly in a colorful portrait, you can pick your own color. Everything you believe that it looks better, it represents better what you have in mind, that will be the best way to go. You don't have to do my colors. Of course, that's a model, a choice if you want to, but you can also do whatever you have available or whatever you think it looks better. With all of this, there is a rule when we apply color, and I tried to explain it earlier. The areas that are brighter receive the brighter color, and the areas that are darker receive the darker color. And probably you're gonna ask me, okay, but what colors are brighter and what colors are darker? And here the rule is yellow is the brightest, then it comes with orange, red. Those are bright colors, especially if we add a little white in it, it becomes more brighter. The darker colors are green, blue, purple, and of course black is the darkest of all colors. Now, of course, we can do mix of those colors. We can add white in it and make it more brighter. So here it's your own decision of what to use and when. For the hair, I will do the yellow highlights first on both sides. And now I'm applying black around it. It's a little watery on top, that's why I have to come again and fix that area. Okay, just like that. I covered some of the yellow, so as I go, I'm deciding which one I want to keep and which one I want to cover. Okay, I'm moving on the other side. Paying a little attention here around the face. And here I'm adding a little more. Just like that. Okay, now I have to put a little bit more here, and I'm filling the rest of the right side with black. This is my final colorful portrait. I hope you enjoyed. See you next time with another video. Bye bye!